Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? All right, there's a lot that we have to discuss in today's video, so grab your coffee, maybe a snack or two, and let's get into it, okay? So, with all the shortages and price hikes and supply chain issues still plaguing grocery stores all around the country, okay, all around the world, really, okay, your pantry may look a lot different and maybe missing some of the staple items that you and your family rely on, all right? While some of these products are still in stock, stores like Costco, Kroger, Walmart's, Target's, they're putting purchase limits on them to help keep it that way. Now, there's a list of 5 items that shoppers can only get a few of each time they check out. Baby formula. About 30% of the most popular brands of baby formula are sold out at over 11,000 stores across the country. Now, we know about the recalls, okay? So, a little bit plays on that. A little bit. The next is sugar. Like other grocery store chains, Costco is also limiting the number of items some members can buy. The warehouse chain is a place notorious for bulk buying like Sam's and BJ's, right? And with the supply of some items still low, the company is placing limits on several products, and one of them is sugar. The next one, gas. Another limit being imposed right now is gas at Costco. And members are noting that pumps are cutting off at $100 worth of gas. So if you've got, say, a van or an SUV, you know darn well that your van or your SUV is definitely going to take more than $100 in gas. Forget about filling up your car and filling up a gas can. They're shutting you off at $100 if you go to Costco. The warehouse chain's gas stations are uber popular right now with gas prices so high. Some people are joining for $60 just to take advantage of the low gas prices at Costco. Same at Sam's. They're 20 cents cheaper than like regular gas stations, right? So Costco has a wide selection of products, but there are currently some limits to how much some products members can buy, like dry yeast, cleaning gloves, like the rubber gloves, right? Printers, tuna, oil, canned salmon, plastic wrap, soy milk, macaroni and cheese. All right, and that's just a few of the items that they're putting limits on. The next thing, which is going to affect just about every single one of us in this community, pet food. It's going to affect me too. In the warehouse and online, Costco are only able to buy a few pet food items at a time. So if you have cats and dogs, you can't go and buy everything that you need for both your dogs and your cats at the same time. They said, we have put a temporary limit on all pet food to allow as many members to purchase products as possible. They're apologizing for the inconvenience. So, that it's affecting everybody. And they're putting limits on the things that people need to buy and have in their homes in stock every single day. So, onto this. A subscriber, she got a hold of me, and it has to deal with her bank that she banks with, okay? She said she attached this email from her credit union announcing that they're transitioning to digital. Oh boy. She said she doesn't have all the details yet, but wonder if other people's financial institutions have announced anything similar. Not yet, and I'm with a credit union as well. She said, I am concerned that credit scores will be attached, included, even though mine is okay. It smacks of social credit scores. And it says right here, we are transitioning to a new digital banking platform soon for both online and mobile banking to provide you with better digital banking experience. The new platform will offer many new features, including enhanced transactions, account transfers, quick apply, overdraft protection, credit score, business platform. We'll continue to communicate with you as the transaction date approaches so you can be ready. Important. This is a great time to make sure your mailing address, email address, and especially your mobile phone number are updated. Wow. Jeez. That's something just to keep your eye on, regardless if you're with a credit union, any bank, really, any bank. So this subscriber, she said, please let everyone know that the prices for August and Farms are changing on Amazon 3 times a day. So when you see things at a great price, order it right away. I have canceled and reordered a product in the same day when the price was lowered even more. Yeah, I've been noticing that myself. Actually, I was on Amazon last night and I was about to put in an order, and then just like that, the prices went boop, and I'm like, nope. Yeah, you're not going to get me that way. So then listen to this. She said, the subscriber, she sent me a picture of Crisco, and she said, I took this picture at Food Lion. Also, I got word at a banker's plant somewhere in Pennsylvania that makes products for other companies, including Little Debbie, those little cake snack things. She said, the bakery can no longer make any Little Debbie products because they can no longer get the ingredients to make the products. Right. All right. Now the apocalypse is... Okay, so this subscriber, she said, I've noticed that food packaging is shrinking. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I got my my Kroger delivery today, and I order everything that I normally order through Kroger, right? Much smaller. She said, it's ridiculous. The food amounts are shrinking. Prices are going up. She said, today my husband said the microwave soup he had at work was like a tomato soup shot. Okay, so I want to talk about, what's going on with the coincidences, if you will, of the destruction of all these food distribution headquarters, supply chains, the buildings, right? Even Tucker was talking about it, right? And it is kind of funny, isn't it? And the supply chain has suffered an unprecedented series of disruptions during the past 2 years. That's obvious, right? And many are easy to identify, okay? Factory closures, even the grounding of Ever Given, right? Remember the ships, right? And the lack of skilled workers, and of course, not enough semiconductors. Now in 2021, Supply chain disruptions increased by 88% over the prior year, and that is according to the supply chain monitoring firm Resilient Inc. Whatever. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. And now factory fires, mergers, acquisitions, business sales, factory disruptions, leadership transactions, supply chain shortages. They're ranked as the top 6 supply chain disruptions for 2021. And 90% of all disruptions were human related. Now, 2021 saw the most factory fires ever recorded in a single year. Okay. Now, this company, they sent out 1,946 factory fire alerts, an increase of 129% year over year. And the uptick is due mostly to gaps in regulatory and process execution, as well as a shortage of skilled labor in warehouses. In the electronics industry, fires were reported by ASML and some other companies over the last 2 years. Okay. Now, disruptions due to supply shortages increased 452% year over year. And the largest increase across all the event types. This company sent out 491 alerts regarding the supply shortages. Short supply of semiconductor chips, plastics, paper, raw materials. Some examples for you. Semiconductor shortages are expected to account for $210 billion in lost automotive production for 2021 alone. Now, while supply shortages were ranked 6th on the 2021 list, following fires, M&A, business sales, factory disruptions, and leadership transitions, they are driving consolidations and mergers and business sales as companies look to give a quick cash boost to the core business or optimize the supply chain to best serve the customer base. So when you know, there's also this, okay? There's the update on Azure, okay? And I have the update on Azure, okay? So here you go for this. Okay, the update on Azure. The Oregon office of the state fire marshal has completed the investigation into the cause of the fire, which burned down the headquarters of Azure Standard. And the nation's premier independent distributor of organic and healthy food. It was determined the fire was not an act of arson. I'm just reading what they're saying, okay? But related to a tote of rolled corn, which was temporarily being stored at the facility. Now, how corn just catches fire on its own, we don't know, okay? The marshal stated that the fire started in a tote of rolled corn, which was being temporarily stored in a cooler at the Azure headquarters due to receiving an oversupply at the company's warehouse. There are 2 ways that it may have started. Because of the high moisture content of the corn, it could have started smoldering on its own and self-combusted, or the tote of corn dust could have come in close contact with a nearby electrical outlet, shorted the electrical wiring, and sparked the tote of corn. You don't even have to say it, because I already know what you're thinking, okay? So, new facilities are located. Azure Standard founder and CEO David Stelzer gave an update on the search for a new facility. We have located a space about 8 miles from our farm HQ location where we will move our liquid manufacturing. We have a team working to prepare the location and hope to be up and running with our Azure branded liquid products by next week. There will be still be some shortages of products that we were having difficulty sourcing, but the majority of our suppliers are getting replenishments shipped to us as quickly as they can. Our carob candy manufacturing status is still unknown, but we are working on a plan to get the production back up and running as soon as possible. Azure Standard is an independent family-owned and managed farm based out of Dufur, Oregon, and is also one of America's largest independent distributors of natural, organic, and non-GMO foods, as well as home, health, outdoor, and garden-related products. Okay? There you go. And before I go, this is, I don't know what to make of this, okay? A South Korean-based LG Energy Solution Limited was the sole bidder and winner of about 650 acres of state land in Queen Creek, Arizona, in a Tuesday morning auction. The company paid the minimum bid price of $84.44 million, or $130,000 per acre. And the site is located on the northeast corner of Ironwood and German roads near Zimmerman Dairy Farm and CMC Steel, Arizona, southeast of Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport in Queen Creek. LG, okay, they're one of the largest lithium-ion batteries producers in the world. They confirmed last month its plans to build a $2.8 billion battery manufacturing plant, making up 1 million square feet with a production capacity of 11 gigawatt hours. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey, D-U-C-E-Y, said the new facility is a historic investment that will support thousands of jobs in Pinal County and in Arizona. And news of LG's plans for Arizona comes as demand for batteries continues to soar across the globe to meet the demand for electric vehicle manufacturing. So this only tells me one thing, that their goal to make us all have electric cars that go green is only going to be pushed even more and more and more. Oh, good. All right, guys, that's all for this video. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less.